We've seen a lot of people go through a lot of things, but Gon and Killua have seemingly a little more than others, at least those that we've experienced, because right back into training, and quite forcefully. Good thing that Shooter, he's staying in the background, doesn't really want to get too involved, even when he thought he had a chance. Bottled it. But is the danger here much more closer to home? Maybe we should be about to find out. They've come a long way, but they've got a big journey ahead of them, especially if they want to go in and save Kite from the Chimera ants. That one's going to be quite difficult. For several reasons. Let's watch some Hunter x Hunter. Two major flaws. The thing is, given that their abilities have only just recently become part of their repertoire, I'm surprised he stopped at 2. I think every time that Gon has used the rock part of his power, it is, well, and the scissors so far actually, quite a lot of build-up. Which enemy is actually going to allow him to get that off? So unless he can speed it up dramatically, get it off during normal punches. And of course, considering the chairman and the others are still battling along with the Chimera ants, even if they are just picking off the various squadrons and weaklings there may be conflict with higher-ups sooner or later. And strength? Not one or the other. And instead of overpowering them with the both of them there, one at a time, do it properly if Gon can't defeat him alone. Damn! Naming conventions probably aren't his strong point. Yeah, exactly. There's some clever thought behind all of that. Killua might have an alternate take on it, but okay. Knew that one. And then even if he does get the couple of seconds he needs to charge it up, as soon as they move or get out of range or anything, the less he's protected elsewhere. But then again, Gon is one for like all or nothing attacks. We've seen him do it before, trying to dodge through the battle tops that we saw during the Heaven's Arena. And yet he's still growing and still unexperienced and a child. But his ferocious appetite to keep going is also one of his strong points. I mean, the fact he can tell that just from the fact he hasn't given up and the like. So, that was a pretty good attack. I'm glad that the delinquent, this Knuckles dude himself, is observant, able to actually pick up on it, trying to get Gon to be better in the multiple attempts and days they've had at this. Beaten back. Yep. Not much of a battle between them. Can he protect against it now? Warning him. I mean, he doesn't want to just take him out of all of this, especially out of his growth period now, for no reason. He doesn't have some sort of egomaniacal ego. There you go, not letting him charge it. What did he just tell you about? But was there more there? Did Gon try and lay a trap or something? And yet you're at each point trying to let him off the hook. Not letting him go all out. Don't just stand there, man. Wow. Is he now using the Jean Ken thing as a distraction there? I mean, he got a good hit off, let's be fair. Didn't get the ability down, but knocked him off balance, got him on the floor. Yeah, a feint. As a potential benefit for something else. Mind games are all of this. Thanks for the baseball analogy here. Out. I think, without... Why is it staying in that art style? Without re-explaining it, this is all stuff I could have kind of worked out for myself. The fact that Gon was getting a little bit annoyed there. Fight properly. Get under his skin a little. The thing is, has he shown anyone the other aspect of his ability there? I think it was... It is the fact of Gon being able to tell his own weaknesses and what he's lacking, being able to use that in a moment or try to overcome it in a different area and aspect, is what makes it so intriguing. Nothing's pre-planned. Gon is incredibly instinctive. But now you're moving about and trying to defend and everything. You've been practicing just standing around. Bash. Hopefully he doesn't start to rush in to try and end it early because of the time disparity. He's letting a few hits go through there. Unfortunately, it's going to need more than just little. And the fact that Killua can now also see this. At what point is Gon just going to realise he's completely exhausted? An immense amount of energy. Yeah. And we've seen him be knocked out after activating his rock, paper, scissors technique before. That's some heavy breathing from one side. Is he going to let him finish that sentence? Is this a last-ditch thing? Are we going to see a different aspect of his... different aspect of his ability here? Unless he was to walk in close and let it happen. Okay, so paper open palm is a long-range blast. But still, it's gonna hurt. Is he going to use that blast of his paper ability there as a distraction? He's going to be behind it. In a way. And if he can use it in simultaneous hits, it would be impressive. Hard to keep up with. Let me guess, he ran out of energy before he actually hit, so it didn't actually do much. I mean, he was running out of time beforehand. Still, if he had managed to land it... But, Killer himself... Oh, he's got a different opponent. Okay, that's fair, I think. No holding back this time, unlike when he was preparing before. Will he be able to fight all out? Can you be proud of that? Well, how long have you been watching? And what's he holding? Still the tile embedded in his palm. It is quite the difference between their attitudes and how they take it on, isn't it? I mean, it is the last day. Can't exactly have any other way of going about it. Well, that's good. Is he, Are they going to have a bout now? But is he suffering a bit from the fears of running away before? He's got a mental block. Bit of both. What's training if not torture in certain ways? Yep. Make sure to adjust. She will hunt him down to the edge of the earth. If he can't even get close. Well, Killer has always been one. If there's been an enemy that isn't slightly, strong, then his approach is very much different to those that he knows he can beat. His automatic kind of flight instincts. I wonder why thoughts of his brother flooded in right there. I mean, not every time will they be able to get away. It's good that they've got a little growth chart type thing out there on the corner for this lesson. As soon as you start relaxing, thinking things are going to be fine, that's when the shit really hits the fan. We've seen it several times. Can Kiddo actually go up against someone that is evidently much more powerful than him and not freeze, not run? Now that's an ultimatum. I think, the swelling's gone down a little. Can they actually pull it off this time? Well, we've seen his family. His mother, his brother, or exactly what happened there at the Hunter exam. And will he be able to break through it by his own strength? Run! You're not out of the danger yet! It's getting worse, isn't it? All you know is, yep. Get the hell out of there. The best and most useful attack plan there's ever been. Run away. And considering the shooter's actually showed himself this time, I guess he's not taking back on his word there, but he's actually going to join the fight. And since we've known nothing about Shoot, and Kiddo has to go into this one blind, essentially, it's gonna be interesting. With Bisky's training here, and the fact that she's shown Kiddo the sight that not many have seen, to be fair. What's going to come out of it? Is Kiddo going to grow for the best? We've seen Gon's like near limitless, if not potential, then at least desire and will to keep going no matter what. Hopefully the fear that was ingrained thanks to Neferpitou has not dug its claws in too deep into him. For it to overtake years of assassin training, though. Just how dangerous was she? But once again, Hunter x Hunter isn't exactly a show that she's like has masses of like cinematography and amazing visuals and effects and the like, but because of its characters, how endearing a lot of it is, it doesn't need it. It doesn't have to go off on like flashy visuals or anything. Although probably back when it was released, it wasn't too bad anyway. So, and you've got to like how being told your ability's fine, but it's got a few flaws. Taking that, immediately going, all right, how can I use these flaws to my advantage? And also kind of lulling Knuckle into a false sense of security by letting him hit him for the first one. And also finally now seeing Paper. So you've got strong punch, then you've got the blade, and now a long range attack. His own Hadouken. I'm guessing that they are going to continue to keep up the training that they've had during this month or so, trying to get their Ren going for longer than 3 hours, and maybe try keeping it active while going on a jog. Being active, not just standing in a room. How long are they going to be able to get going for? Even just a week in a week's time. Are they still also doing all the training that they were learning from Wing, or have they kind of surpassed the need for that? But as we saw, Knuckle being quite the nice opponent for them. Or for Gon, actually. Because teaching him along the way, while also somewhat holding back so that he can make the mistakes. Maybe being a bit too kind if he actually really wanted to go to the NGL. Then again, he's in a park full of all these dogs, so both are good options. And since Palm is slowly losing the will to live, and everyone around her would probably be in immense danger if Gon doesn't come back with a victory belt soon. Well, how's the drive going to be? The drive over to the NGL, how's that going to be? Even if he did win, it's like, well, why did you leave it so late? And are they going to bring them with them, or just Gon and Killua? Or who knows, maybe there's a complete flip of the tables and the outcome is not one of our main characters actually heading into the battle. There's a lot to think about just on the outside, and yet there's so much going on within the NGL, within the hive colony thing, with the Chimera ants. There's so much trouble and danger. And also some fun. I want to see more about the Smoke and Shadow guys, so if you've enjoyed this one, definitely let me know. There is another episode coming up pretty soon, so I'll get ready for that. But for now, get yourselves a bit of rest. Hopefully I will see you in the next one. If you want to help me build my aura, consider joining onto my Patreon, because those that have come before you have stayed to help me grow, and they are Noku, Raywin, Sal, Arthea, Endurist, Shiwan, Mats, Akne, Guado, Danny Sui, Maxwell, Kite, Diego Zenhausen, Jim Ace Backwards, The Kebab Seller, Tori Jane, and everyone else. And, well, not been quite satisfied with what I've been able to produce so far. Luckily, I haven't needed to expend any of that energy in some sort of street fight, but watching anime on the internet is still almost the same level of danger. But if you would really like to see this channel continue a little bit longer, maybe even go on to greater heights, consider joining onto my Patreon as well.